Nana, and let your men say, Omre. And so, foot to our mamma, and send our kind say, Asante Mankai, say, Ebedia dance your pefe, na obiate, a Juma Abram, me yam and penny me ye was Santa Maimu. And yes, I may be boss say my 1,000 and something projects, where chips compounds and come home. And Juma district assemblies are here and come home. Sebi, a Janabia and come home. Where in Juma Kasa, Abram ye or man penny ye. Nana be bring so Wadaurma. Otayichi Tintin to me, yes, and you may now. And to me, bono back home. Nedi kind a dra, a yefe or West Africa in Sajani Bini home. I will come and say, Kejetia market. Nana, if you are, yes, you Tafo market, yes, you Sawasi market, yes, you Tonsu market. A drunk one, no. Now, about hospital, they shall say, Sewa Hospital, Afari Military Hospital, Formina Hospital, Bekwai Hospital, Nina Ewa Santa Memoha, Oba Akwaya, Asawasi Town Roads, Swami Town Roads, Tafo Town Roads, Kenya Sea Roads, High School Junction to Janasi Roads, Bomso to High School Road, Kote to Aiduasi to Campus Roads, Emena to Bwedi, Apromasi to Ejiso, Bonre Junction to Bonre Road, Aprede to Parkoso, Tikromba Road to Antoa Roads, Bekwai Town Roads, New Edibiasi Town Roads, Bonfa Junction to Isiwa Road, Bekwai to Isiwa Road, Kumau to Drombonsu Road, Tepamanfo to Subriso to Fanti Road, and we are quite a few nine. Yeah, Asante Maimuha.
For no problem, he said. I find it to be ama contractors. And no, the number of the car, me van the Enkaya. Nansono, Sika 17, a buying 18 year interim payment certificate, no. Dogona every month. Every bank as well, home site. They say, oh, Capra, I say, oh, they are my contract, nay, then. The Abana Nasabi, the Oka, the Aborna, so Jessica, no Masai, Abasite. And then we the Kofa, and your contact, a good woman, so contact. We call grass every previous and basically trust. It's always a final, as a Yafana, and your friend. And look at all the Yama contractor. Shop, I were free of Wasi, Abad and Tando, Abisi Manso Quanta, Nanko de Abisi, Amian Quanta, I over $240 million US credit. Then I'm saying payment, no, Elko, or shall see free of Wasi, Abad and Tando, Jumano, and Kosu Papa. And the acquiring the open for your house until Saban, which made you contractors local. Your big problem. The group baby, Lamia Crame, because I didn't scanning you go to me once who visit it me a Koyan Kabawam. Coming to Mitnas in your area, Dachminamwa, be free to Namakwa, but Maka say, yeah, we Namakam, yeah, we are members. So near man be breathing, no, Uhia Seven, Nesca Seven, Ama be breathing, yak. And Nimu, a Medana. But I can see how many years because the town rules up to now. It's me, after year request to say 10 minutes. Now I am a contractor for Francis idea call happy. And you do for acquiring the Kadiama contract and say to me, 60% grave we are and Susus as well, ever why. Name was Cassavano and high.
We have built 28,485 household toilets. Then you have the Sustainable Rural Water and Sanitation Project, where 12,972 toilets have been built. Then there's ongoing construction of 5,000 under the Greater Accra Sustainable Sanitation and Livelihood Improvement Project, the GASLIP project. 5,000 toilets are being built there. The Government of Ghana Household Toilet Program, we're building 1,900 toilets there, and Rural Sanitation Model and Strategy Program, 40,348 toilets, serving 3,000 communities. And then under the Urban Sanitation Pilot Project, 21,332. So under the Toilets for All program, at least 109,000 household toilets have been constructed, benefiting 856,000 people. This is quite remarkable. Quite remarkable. The
toilets, Amamu. See toilets. In all, see 8-unit toilets, 4 8-unit toilets, 32 toilets in all.
They take your IC. This government, they put delivery trackers, also toilet. Toilet be district assembly them work. Why national government, they tell people what you do, then toilet to be district assembly. That one we know the count.
And in South Africa and everywhere else is the fourth estate. It must be protected. It doesn't matter how bad they write about you. You must protect their right to write. Because without that pen, you must know there is an ushering in of a dictatorship. If media is suppressed, if media can't write about corruption, if media takes bribes from governments, you must know those are the dark days of the African continent. Today, we've got our own platforms on the social media. Let us help the traditional media to expose the corrupt leadership, to expose the mining companies that milk Africa without leaving anything in Africa. The gold of Ghana must remain in Ghana and service the people of Ghana. The minerals of Ghana, the minerals of South Africa must service Africa. The EFF believes in one Africa where we've got one president. I know Kwame Nkrumah was accused of wanting to be a president of Africa. There was nothing wrong with that. The man qualified because he woke us up from the dead. We're continuing with Kwame Nkrumah's call. Even if we don't achieve it in our lifetime, we must create a solid foundation for one Africa, because one Africa is a threat to Europe and America. Africa with one president, Africa with one currency, Africa with one military command, Africa with one parliament. It's a threat that America cannot stand. Imagine a currency of Africa against the currency of USA. Ours will be based on the natural and mineral resources of our continent. And what will the currency of France be based on? Because France can't even produce anything for its survival. The whole soccer team of France is Africa. That's why when France plays with Britain, we all unwittingly support France because we see the blackness of the team. That's how much important we are as Africa to this Europe, America, and all those who support neocolonialism. Fellow Ghanaians, anyone who says the people of Palestine must be killed is an enemy of ours. The people of Palestine have not committed any sin to anyone. These organizations that got passports here in Ghana during colonial times and during apartheid times, they were called terrorist organizations. But to us, they were never terrorist organizations. They were revolutionary organizations that seek the liberation of our own countries. We cannot listen to the same propaganda that was used against us during the years of liberation. Kwame Nkrumah was called a terrorist. Nelson Mandela is still on the list of terrorists in USA because they fought for the self-determination of Africans. That's exactly what Hamas is demanding, that let the people of Palestine reclaim their own land. Let the people of Palestine have the self-determination without anyone imposing anything to the people of Palestine. If the people of Palestine want two-state solution, must meet in UN or everywhere else and say there's going to be a two-state solution in Palestine. It must be the Palestinians themselves, like the South Africans decided that we are going to coexist with the settlers. We will not send them to the sea. It was not a decision of the UN. It was a conscious decision by South Africans. Why are the Palestinians not allowed to make the same self-determination? Shame on the leadership of Ghana for saying they support what is happening against the people of Gaza. They must be ashamed of themselves, because any African who knows what settlers do when they settle in your country will never support that nonsense that is happening in Palestine. Ghanaians, we are not saying we are fighting the Jews. We are not saying Jewish women must be killed, Jewish children must be killed. Our struggle is against apartheid Israel, and we make no apology about that, and we want the apartheid of Israel collapsed with the immediate effect. We salute the government of South Africa for having listened to the EFF when we said that the Israeli ambassador and embassy must be removed from South Africa. Parliament of South Africa, through a motion placed by the EFF, took a resolution that Israeli embassy must leave South Africa because we cannot share the territory with bloody, thirsty individuals who have declared war on humanity. What is happening in Palestine is genocide. It has got no any other name. You can't bomb a hospital. Even if the leader of Hamas is in that hospital, as long as he enters a hospital, you must cease fire and wait and work on an alternative solution to get him out of a hospital. You cannot bomb a refugee camp, because there are international laws that governs how you treat refugee camps. Even when you don't agree with Hamas or any other thing of that nature. But please protect humanity. We need all those who want to give humanitarian support to be given a passage to enter Gaza, to send water, to send food, to send medical equipment and medicine in Gaza. Israel is refusing a passage for humanitarian intervention in Gaza. And every individual who's self-respecting, especially ourselves as Africans, can never agree with a country that can refuse people water, because water is life. Ghanaians, the unity of this continent starts from here, because the determination, the self-determination of Africa started from here. When you got your first independence, we knew that day, that one day South Africa will be free. And when Frelimo won in Mozambique, we celebrated in South Africa as if that was our freedom. But we knew that the freedom of the people of Mozambique means the freedom of South Africa, because that's how we are connected. We celebrate each other's achievement. It started here in Ghana, it ended in South Africa. The unity of Africa must start here in Ghana, and will capture it in South Africa because we always followed the leadership of the Ghanaian people. The economic freedom of Africa will start in South Africa. We want our land. We make no apology when we say we want our land. Our land was stolen, and we want it back without paying a cent. And no one must pay for a cent everywhere in Africa when they demand the expropriation of land without compensation. These people came and stole your car, and later on you discover your car. They say, it's true, it's your car, but pay us before you get this car back. And when you ask them why you say I must pay, they say we have put Mac wheels, we have improved the car, therefore you must pay us, irrespective of them being in possession of stolen property. Anyone in possession of stolen property is a criminal. And therefore, anyone in possession of our land without our permission is a land thief, is a criminal, and must be identified as such. When I say to you, demand the land, and will lead that struggle from South Africa, I know land brings about everything. For you to have a hair salon, you need land. For you to have a small shop of IT, you need land. The beautiful beaches belongs to the land. The mineral resources, the gold, iron ore, copper, and all types of mineral resources belong to the land. That's why when they came to Africa, they did not steal our women or our men. They stole the land. They knew women and men will come with the land. That's why we need to start from where they started when they offended us. We need to take the land, because once we take the land, they will start respecting us. You will never be respected if you don't own property. It doesn't matter if all of us in South Africa own property. As long as the people of Namibia, as long as the people of Ghana do not own the land, then our land ownership is meaningless, because when you go to the USA, they don't see South African, they see an African. West, they can't differentiate between South Africa and Ghana. That's why all of us must reclaim the land and the mineral resources of the land and the natural resources of the land, so that when we move all over the world, when they see a black person, they should know these are the property owners of their own continent and their own land. So when we fight for economic freedom, we should do so without being ashamed. Because political freedom that Kwame Nkrumah achieved and generations after him achieved is meaningless without economic freedom. You can vote until you are purple. As long as there is no bread on the table, that vote is meaningless. You must vote when you arrive at home. You must find bread, you must find free education, you must find quality public health, you must find reliable electricity, and not what we experienced earlier on. We must make sure that we own everything that belongs to us. So Africans, I don't care how many we are, we must believe in ourselves. At least be an individually liberated African who is not scared of colonizers, who is not scared of white people, who doesn't worship the establishment, who calls a spade a spade. That is the only way Africa will be respected. This continent is one. They might think they divided it. I can guarantee you now, like we saw when Ghana got liberated in South Africa, we said one day it will happen. It came many years after, but eventually it came. The unity of this continent is going to come. And when we call on each other to come into each other's countries, we must embrace that with ease. Me being here in Ghana, I don't feel like I'm in a different country. Because in this world, there is nothing different I'm not used to in South Africa. When I look at left or right, I see my brothers and sisters. When I walk outside and drive all over, I see the poverty of Africa that I see at home. So why would I claim I'm in a different home? Because conditions are the same. So when I'm here, I'm at home. When you are in South Africa, feel at home. South Africans are not xenophobic. South Africans are peace-loving people, and I extend my invitation to all of you to come and study in South Africa, to come and work in South Africa, to come and take your holidays in South Africa, because it is your home too. The same way you welcomed us here, we'll welcome you in South Africa. Thank you very much.
Julius Malema, out of South Africa, one of the famous politicians of South Africa, na economic freedom fighters. And omoni Ghana kuba kwa oshugo kwa from Arise Ghana to Safra no nse modwe to dwa bi ni abo amowati no. He's talking about Africa. The truth of the matter is say osaje fodo da kwa men kuma ni swadi hu na percent ka bibi man nyina ye baako senke ye boa ma ne ba mu a ka menyi ni se ene o man Ghana yigina ba bia yigina yeti ade bia ye kania ma ne de adada ye ho yesi ECOWAS Economic Community of West Africa ye business movement wetimi akọ mi no ka sei wo free aplawo haye wo gina aplawo border na o cross ya akotogwa ekwan ya do be fa so esumasi sikaje ye beje wo Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, the same thing. Now Africa Cup of Nations at a point some journalists were complaining, some Ghanaian supporters were complaining, said they will be manhandled by Ivorian security officials. See na any pabako. He said Togo, Udu Togo, Wuta region and Togo, Kasabako, Angna, Okokodu, Bono Ahafo. Omo ne Cote d'Ivoire ebohye no omo kakasa baako okokodu esrim omo ababia ne Burkina Faso bohye no omo kakasa baako it tells you say nipa baako saa na akọkọhwe countries a omo soso ni omo abi se Cote d'Ivoire bohye ana omo ne Mali bohye omo Nigeria bohye na won se kasa baako no anomoka we are one people but we allow ourselves because penisi de opamano mre ya ojo ahome enye kwasibro ni obefa yenko asom no Ojaye nyine chire no sebi odi enyansa koy and they are not ready to go back for our senses and work and bibini hu no yonko bibini say oye ne tamfo na de ba kwa ma hu so ni patuntum bia wo ye bibini ni nyina ni pa ba ko no say ukwa abrochira no gazo Africans, black Africans, and there's black Americans, but you name the way Ghana is say African. He's an African. Ye ni pa ba ko senne bima nyina ka bomu a ene nyina edi sika ba ko a kanya ne se ne sidi ne ho kire no a edi ne piuto twifom America dollar edi ne piuto twifom why because they be no ye raw materials no ne ade akoma wo no mo na dane ani no masa de abrain ya ye ne be kwakofa abanya beton na boarding kwasumu ade new colonialism o saje for the kwa men kuma kan ho asem no ye da so aye wo anyway abusia fa ma adwo mo akwa babiem na and then so be me dey share be diga na ho nkomo no a me say bi ahoma ne tu mu no ahoma na ntimi antom ye nti dodo no anu bi antimi mpo mu yesa mo fra na ahoma na tiato me ne mpacho mo fa ahoma no nto so na atiefo na hwefo nkyero madwen ansa na bedwafo aba bedwo madwan na hyenkoma na se o video am ka so share live for Original TV so social media handle Huntor TVGH o betima follow Instagram and Twitter afi YouTube na so Original TV Ghana also o betima follow ya ma ayeye Medidi Samuel Huntor between from the captain of the district from my mafia major also. Na and then 7 Dawson and 7 Dawson, 7 Dawson team. Be on more a better reserve in a which na a moving is a electoral commission. Proposes this year election no yensa date no na African Republic holiday no propose electoral commission no put it forward whether say parliament be just one say parliament in the coming days you be discuss near the parliament be there for bi so carry no ho na any bidding come. I don't want us to talk about Blasters because me better na ha no sabre no by this time I'm better na me catch us Blasters near share one. But it was too early for us to jubilate because Blasters now you can't trust them any word of football anything can happen within a twinkle of eye. Indeed, one multimedia game when it says Blasters as at 90 minutes now Blasters are 2-0. But extra time I did also 4 minutes in about 10 in a as a Blasters a film. Now Frina Blaster film no meno and hamio na adia bakwa yam fire dream course on say. Why is it that Blasters over 40-something years, anytime be a fail Blasters a J Cup near woman, would be something from so 45 years ago, and a Blasters a J Cup, and always all the national football clubs all Ghana has seen, football teams all Ghana has seen, team being where born catch Blasters, so they be almost as soon as they be any form. What are we waiting for? Are we allowing the football people, GFA, for use Blasters as their personal businesses? Do tournament and there will be a per diem. So we can say, yeah, Chile. Tanya Peno. It's not always about a year politics. Blasters is politics, and we need to do it. But to be to me, afraid, young Fafre for base and Unumi and Santa Fe. Yam Refin and Penny for Metro Madrid. Hello, caller. Iko pacho yentio
Huntor na kubo ishira one jumapa wode bo mangana ete dana of continue limbo urem ame ya brede ndende nseni bonita of con so ya mangana so yentman ko do that Huntor ushe ya friend say black town say sama wo kanu that ya di blame ni na bema abawi e na uka bibi so say adentina black town mo mu kwa ushe since entity Beye can 2008 ba. Usha afko anase usha Blasters na mo de mo mutumi ko ni ba. Usha under regime of Mampeni Ekufado and ama Blasters se ba say because again you say as a Blaster mo be ko tournament na we be e can say out of 9 points no akwa ko le 2 pesa enye you say because you can abaya oloti na ba be catch me say omo for budget omo ko ni entuja this omo ko ba ta no mo tuja e can say o ni do say omo for the bomb pa ya pa ya mo wara because you say na budget na wa ga wo we ko o catch me say because na wo de ko we ko nya fa so na so ko boka asama no ba be catch me enti sound so we ni na ba ile nya na de ba ko so aba because abani na kwa ko tutu ko chama yen because GFA one my so mu no football center so mu no say obuko to make na ball blaster now but now what ko choose ko to the abraba and you say that never be ko and to blame me now to ya the baba the bo abai no abai ma pede football na bo padlock na wo so no and no dey blaster kwa ko ni so
okay yes that's papa any is compatibility me afre na so akire wa je mo ba wo 1 minute wo friend na e fa no alo wa TV set no yen kasa ewo phone so bo di ni ba bia kasa fia na wo de wadwen kire so atwa so na yekoye nim sa pepe ne se be ya yenua ko ba so lo wa ni TV set nti do kan nyina wote sa so na so lo wa wo de na kasa phone mu a yo be ka bia na man sa nyina so bitumi ate no mo so atimi akire wadwen wo yete aseman Ghana de hie se koyi a ye jubilate anko yeso a ne nyina ya ka bi hello openi pacho de ba bia kasa fe
Ofum kosi kwenu suman. Nfefi gumwanjesi.
Achente openi kosi.
Uncle Huntor. Otu de bia o mama Ghana man ni di yaw bebre. Na Bible aka o se Timothy do manda o manu nkuna mande. Nti Ghana fo ya mande hunu mo mama yenda yo hu bebe me yi feel there ye butum asen je yan land bi anye dem a yen kunyim di baba ni ye feel ja o de ye nti deme bi ode yitumi sisi yom yedi train yen kunyimza ode hinanyem amasen kunyimzi ba da ode yen ya ye Ghana Blaster nyede yini players team yini bi because individual players they were but when you can see how butum ode nyimpe ya brano nfi wa kokodin within kunyim say ne the ball remisha back in the bibiara mfo wo ho adibiara nsi wanyu adogo kabiara nsi wanyu do wo ye bibi dam ne mo en impa kokuru bi ne ho de na obo ho modern na so coach ni se san ye kwa no ya afete auto de biom dam ko yo e was some the brave bonoko odi ye jehn na do she TUT when General Secretary, we cut that from 2015-2016, the number of demonstrations we stage you Ghana. Now, where to come? New Year's Eve, the other year. Yeah, no, in Mama, Mr. Bano, your Mama. Number one share not buying forces, one surrender, another Sophia and surrender, I do preach. If you answer the one, I about your mic. I catch you in certain factor the by yourself. Didn't change name of Fumba. Medals.
Yes, that's Papa pass our friend Pacho, Elbit to bit me a join your life. Now, our friend near far lower your TV set in the Yankasa or phone or so, or 1 minute into Bodian watch the Wajane. Blasters, the Kuku, and only. You say, I Blasters players in that so Cote d'Ivoire because hotel no, your Triaka could see the end of the tournament, you know. Just a phenomenal Chelepa. Hello.
Mr. Huntor, good evening.
Good evening, Penny Cassie and Pacho Dini Baby Akasefi.
Daniel Minsa Kaswa Adam Nana.
Pacho into Daniel.
Mr. Huntor, Nankupon Onka Huna, on show in Akoswara, Gitumapa, Eboa, Oman, Ghana.
Amen.
Monsieur Julius Malimba, in the Casa of Fire, arrived Ghana to a two and friend. Let me expect somewhat Shanka once all African unity, no, and condemn on one Casanem in South Africa. How in time past they set ablaze their African brothers. Oh, South Africa, they close Africans and beat African people. Who especially they targeted a lot of Nigerians. He was condemned because he was preaching about African unity. He was teaching about African unity. We Africans, we deny every apartheid to end in South Africa. But one time I arrived, South Africans say African brothers have a Jew to South Africa. Now he's calling and saying we can come there. So sometimes when we share and what we preach, we must practice. We should first condemn ourselves first.
Okay.
But all the same, I think we Africans, we have a problem. I'm telling you, because there is this mental slavery.
Yes, that's Papa. But also bet me at the last call and a studio and penny for Joe Major, our Hassan and Samuel Huntor, Papa. And the last caller, Pachoba, I'll go down maybe I can say you first will be low TV set no. Now if you watch the watching. Hello, caller, last caller.
But we're filming and I am a free spin test.
Pachinti Nana.
Adia, I had drink Kakane say, I'm saying Ghana Hani Bibia, I say the politics. If he said, what is it will be a blaming and I go for the say or Lunti in a match and a lose. I don't say almost 40 years in it. Can to me corner him. The other BPI, the Bay NDC, NTP. A bass are the Omano, and to me inquire him. I mean, Shamona, Motomo Dimaso.
Yeah, that's Papa, so watch that waging. Penny Fajo Major, our Hase, a video per such a waging and patch of WhatsApp number that screen is in your there. Dini baby, I send a message in the free and kind, Pakan when I yanking kind, and far amount. And then Chairman Lakulaku, a senior political analyst, first national. Nasara coordinator Adema MPP Amanyuko and Wofidiumwa Sanso and Vice Chairman Emma NDC Amanyuko Ada constituency nene and Wofidiumwa na Bana Michelle Mufadiano say white now, man, and power crash any white one, the NDC colors and up Piasso. And I say, yeah, that's right. And we are proper branding. So let's say they want it here. They say, I focus on I say one can say movement change. And I'm saying, you may be one of my colleague back, Oshiamin or so, and or committee being on a movement for change for the share, movement for change for person Obama and you some soon. So I'm saying, I'm going to wear some modesty crowd has here. Anyway, when you're from Makwaba, wait a purchase a bill, a year 1 minute, 2 minutes, a year comment to be about blaster, sir. Patrol, wait to me at it. Young can be brave because what can be brave now? Remind them of what
last time, dear. Then I on top of a chair, Laku. I'm a chair with my phone now. Last time, dear, why you want one lecture say Africa over Africa? Dear, not ABC, I don't know, not CBBC. Now, Mesha Sefana, a sports minister. Maybe I went this can do Oman and Kavana on fancy son. And family, we your fetch here, NGA, you can crab a fee. Now you found got 2 for 2. Because football, no, and your rocket science. So one prepare from course, 2nd division, 1st division, unya local players. Your players here, boy, we recruiting Ghana Bianidi. Hunting Ghana Casa. What your brutal baby before division. Esane chop puti ni akofo one baso mo blaster. Aba ye cap ni ana e local as bomai. Ene local player ba ko pe ko da bench. Ejima mo expect say mo benya trophy bia but until say we be develop local game na ma Accra Sports Stadium, Kumasi Sports Stadium ayema ya ti e club e say house ne kotoko be bo ayema. Ene house ne kotoko ebu. Adentina abasa. Football people, almost per blaster and Kwana de be home could deep chop. And I'm so more boycott blaster no and I'm more shanka on based. At the bed, I am they say ya bantam. At the end, one university and what be fintem. Sell you be a nest album say, and ya goodie and ya matra makwe a serious enterprise. So you see, black maidens as a day or mobile fidie. But who said women football a cosupa?
Yeah. I pay much attention.
Yes, but me no make sure because somebody is serious. And me man do woni to omo so a wo mo ye kwado do omo
Ghana for amputees team no, national amputees team etimi ko tournament. Na sika kro mo no better play ticket kura no mo ni bi. But mo ni timi ko koje World Cup e de brain.
Na only e ukro wa no. Omo bo ale mo mo. Wo mo bebi anipa no beje bjedin. Eh so all about the benyadi. Na ke ye kokko di bo he sika o maso agogo. What's the hotel? Obo go go time. And nobody another nightclub.
So they are not coming.
Ombeba, avoa, you know my agreement. Ombeba. Omo try there. No mo se mo try say Cameroon will lose. Ghana for no permutations. We lose na we lose. I still I bet you akọ ene e si Cameroon e win. Ba ko kan we win. Ti do pana na flight is yo. Omo ma obi akọ baby. Omo obi akọ baby. Na yesu ye try krom a.
Anyway. Nene.
Yeah, no, Sam. Blaster there. Say we need blaster na. We so say we share blaster. Na me pa there. Na me ni who be our blaster we mo. During the time of 1992, that time yebo edin say Cape Verde. They born no mo. Cape Verde. That time no omo cricket. Only Indian for the ball cricket. Cape Verde. Mozambique. South America we there. And then the same cricket. And rugby. Now they've invested into football. They in African francophone countries, they've invested heavily in football. Type Ghana air bubble. You see Ghana ni Burkina Faso ko bubble. Automatically Ghana be beat Burkina Faso 5 and not 7. Now so yeah bon pa say yembo draw. O man bi ti say Cape Verde e shew. Me sure say Madagascar kra e shew Ghana. Na e ko ana e bae. Now so who share the management team the managers of the FA no. Who share sika o mudi It implies that Omar doing their
they pay themselves in dollars.
They pay themselves in dollars. How come say you call wake up? I need my management team. Each. Omunya more than $50,000. Omunya more than $50,000. Omu contribution there. Look, this is how a solo can. We should rather invest in women's football.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. When is a woman they've qualified to the World Cup? Yes, with ease. Last 3 years or say 2 years, Omoko Africa Cup echo winning here as we speak. Ghana football owes a Black Queens. But we can't do that to the men. Everybody saying in America, there was a time the women team. I can't share the FA say. We want to have the same bonuses, winning bonuses with the men.
That's what I was saying.
They agreed upon it. Sammy, your friend saying Brazil, yeah, call wake up no. Obia bon pie, yeah, show life. Say every family is praying. Say your friend ni ba. Say uncle boy a national team. So they were all glued to their seat, almost set. Bon pie, obi rosary, Hail Mary, full of grace. Obi a bon pie say your friend. Now so Ghana Blast had obi himself automatically. So bo your friend. This is the bona fide right of them. What others are there? Look, if there is some politics in Ghana football, will never go anywhere. How come say Accra Sports Stadium was meant for football? Now so recently, you can't say your friend Stone Boy. You saw for your friend saying a musical concert. Now so has Uncle Ball Kumasi Sports Stadium. Excuse me, I'm same. Now Accra Sports Stadium, man can say Stone Boy and say so the program. But at least what is the priority of that particular stadium?
Talk about the National Sports Authority for say football clubs in Ghana almost so stadium.
Can't you say on National Sports Authority on cancer? Sir, who is the chief executive here? Can't you say we born them? Can't you say we born them? Papa. Or say ni papa dia, ni papa. So all nyini no. Accra Sports Stadium no. Yes, you born cricket. So. Oh no, yes, Accra Sports Stadium. You born chaskele. So. Yen kwasasem na all kan say yen ko see stadium say sa na AC stadium anka you call Britain team beat say Britain Arsenal that men almost see personal stadium this year. Look, they were all being assisted. Now so you were papa with the offering your friends eh?
You say me searching the more me football.
Searching friends offering him
but
because
or a professor and so. Now we all professor professors you say nyansan pa there were professor for mutim no. We na wo dey ba. Say yen ko see stadium. Stadium et say nkati anka yen ko see bi. Stadium you see stadium it say nkati anka President Akufo will see about 100 stadium. Can say is part of the achievement.
Anyway, can say Chama Laku Baba. Apomi there.
Na me adum. Ebem say afi emi share nene.
Debi en share.
Na afi shapa.
Afi go betu ye.
Afi say on the nkwa.
Afi say the opposition.
Ya to me break the 8 no.
One hand dey break it.
Ya o do ni e different.
They when na mo break it.
Me
say they when na
obi asenya
na alanchamachi na
obi asenya
Omo say white. Omo ko tire
I don't know.
Onya moto e. Nto when e call program bi. Kemo for program and nipa na e ma. Na onim say e bomb pa na obisi amia na say enye ho. Na me ta kwa bi eti e na o masker. Say bomb pa say your mama embra na man for jisu ami mi umi ko for ni mi umi jisu ami na hwe ba ku bi ebi mo jisu anti mi ti odi mi jisu ba say na mba ya obono e kwa jisu anti mi jisu ami na say enye ho ebi na be ye no.
Anyway.
As for football here, in every government, no, it continue. Ewo GFO. Minim politics are what GFO no. system bia what I say make us say bia omampeni kufo na sha ase de ye call World Cup na His Excellency Atame so beto aso but politics there work GFL it has said to me esisa because do there be some say come in far last time me sabi me kwala adwin mo kakra no me fi say we have to build a team. I've been close to the Blaster when Kwesi Appiah was the captain. He was a very close friend of mine. Now, Captain Blaster ni Kotoko. Very close. Early 90s, late 80s, 90s now. About the back. Until 92 ni eko Senegal. Meaning eko local players. Who shares our local players now. Yeah, kono. Eko share be the period no solid team because they are together. Because me can say as a captain, say be a Monday and try say omuko campa. This week Monday but this week we say appear be call omo nimu omo akra no or the car. Ebe kwa ko fa wo mu ne ma ade o ma ko wini ba asa bankran. The latest by Saturday there, na say by Sunday there na local no bia wo camp. Obia wo camp. Utumi say omu ye together. Nti me ma dwemu no me fi say you call Nima, Newtown. Let's scout from all these our Zongo communities. I mean, they say I hear a lot of Asotef Paxi, boys, boy. I say, you call scout at least each constituency and each region. You're not 2 players, crowd become one. You bet me on a solid team within 2 years. Not pop together. They transit together, no money at the end. Too much more, I'm telling you. So that you be blending some 1 or 2 4 international players just because of Obibeka's influence. Say, oh, you're a player about Kubienu. But say do say be bought tournament within 1 month, 2 months, and now within 1 month, 2 weeks, and it's difficult. Yeah. Because on the team now, all try and kind of person be joining more for long. Yeah. Until within short time. And on the back, yeah, players ne Kutano, they are all solid players, but because they have not been together for long, so Obiansu oppositioner or Bonnie Humoni, I want a team because the team no or one year Jumano Mano, but Obano maybe a position no Bono and yet different in our Bomano. Until it to be difficult. Sana me who Madrian me share they are not together. Let's try our best. Niamu can say true. You try say youth teams no ni Black Queens no. You invest so omuso. Some investment dey ma Blaster no Tembiano. You chemubi. And your budget be ni fa be ma because a man ni kwala no beto be the cap.
2 years ago, House of Folk Arena GPL. The guy the man near 150,000 Ghana cedis, which is then a year $30,000. Last House of Folk well you don't koye. Player back here, command bonus $30,000. Winning bonus $30,000. Now a football club, the whole season, or corner oba, scared the man you are winning $30,000.
That is, and let me catch us there. Nice form. Because look, we set the record. I'm a House of Folk fan. I think you are also a House of Folk fan. And you?
Yeah, I'm a Kotoko fan.
Kotoko fan. On the
Kotoko football team. Kotoko funeral club.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Kotoko funeral club. It's not a time.
You would draw that statement.
No, I go Kotoko.
With alacrity.
I go Kotoko.
Kotoko funeral club.
Phobias why Kasa.
Put that last
CCM, only the event CCM. Club Continental Masters. Now, what time I hear about Mobo Bida? Mobo Bida.
Club of the century.
The record we set in this country, no team. No team have set the record.
Only
break the whole Ghana.
That's why Angola go for a three and a class of folk. And a class of folk. A class of folk. You want to discuss it here?
So
1992.
it's only a class of folk that represent Ghana.
Ghana versus Nigeria. Has
You remember?
1992 fight year the course in Ghana. How many foreign players in the womb? Abedipeli, Tony Yeboah, Prince Polly, Tony Yefre, the guy we said, Tony Bafo. That call under 17. Winning and ono and Senegal all local leagues.
Anyway,
and people performed. Now so currently offer Ghana local league players about 23 representing Ghana 100.
Anyway, maybe only prayer and say Ghana football will grow, Ghana football class will grow, especially.
We set a record. Say I took a few young coupon fan and currency. You sure not Ghana near ready no. You the house of folk 11. So we can build the local to do better.
Ghana football will grow.
Will grow.
Now I don't want to hear a story like the former Kotoko coach Becca say. Ufra Bruchi ba kra no Kotoko ni secretariat the contract kra almost sign hotel. Na Kotoko kra anyway.
What to be man the trano e ga se wa so kuku po bi mara. Boys ni bina eyi omu ho obonte no ma dress obonte no wa ko etre.
Ozi Kotoko ni washroom. Ne bomb pa is scared ma black.
Adakuja.
Yeah, for ma Kotoko no ba. Anyway, yanko IMF sikara ba bedu $600 million. And now who can offer a time and him serious. Sikanwaba. To be says Kaya the Bayer Dane. The Bayer election expenses are now, and I said, a bit me as a son. Looking at the quantum of money I buy or borrow for the past 6-7 years. See, and don't to me, I may, and Penisi said, Tramini, I may want, and Tafrimun a Bayer Dane. Nature say. Kaka krakawe nyina ntimi afia nu bo shasa asiri so $600 million there. Me no ka se contractors wo Ghana kraka se ditu omo kan ntimi ntwe. But anyway, Ibusa Solo, I don't know, Greater Accra, part of Greater Accra since Christmas in so why thing Ghana Water Company for nche mom dia bani say demand now exceed production. Now it seems like the government over the years enche danye any proper investment biya has to increase the water treatment plant Ghana as a production and the babedu baby patrosima edunum nsemi no
actually I here for na mention free IMF says $600 million babedu you also say last year and that's the last 2 years. And your shall say IMF 1st July 2022 na penny editor just say IMF abra na finance minister catch we are saying say we are a proud nation e maya in yebu e ho pa o kasa no ma akiem poponso when say John Kuma mko gina ho bi no say one e befi yan koma nkwada bia embuse questions by heart. And he did one all this calma in May of 2023. And me oh my $600 million. One got some buza $600 million. About who be in the way na the everybody didn't be first 600 about yeah movie. Now the air was 600 but now was also able to see. The home say IMF associated Betty Rood, Abrofono, or Master City, so one capture Africa. I would desire Bessia and I capture. It's as I am for Bao Krumwa, where economy ain't needed that. There is no way being. Sika may be a mum may Sika, the Wako share, Kuyumuda. A mum may Sika, the Wako share in that industry's mother. A mum may Sika, a beb whatever your interest rate swatted that. the omede ma ni nyina no ye besa de akwa mo back na de bia no ye down once I down no oko negotiation table bia woni ahode a obetumi dia negotiate bibia enti nya de bia e kwa kofa bibi kesi bi na ye de aba ye ba be ya ne se one e be ma ban start ya kan ho se oye project bia wajai na odi adada nkofo adwene se aba na bon homode si yera ken of ya ta me ma nya won se odohu se wasi from as finance minister ni na ka strategy no anye 600 yi nkwa na beba IMF 600 ne ba e kwa ko unlock World Bank so dia ba be kan any other institutions it is cover 3 to 4 billion dollars also hwe nim se beba na aban de di ni dwuma e ba ne sa ene na no ti ora attach ase workers ora keno for attention form inya a part of the strategy antisika ne beba and you can bet ase no atwe no na omo the finance minister foforo aba ya kaso raba omi afin ye de adwuma na hye ne sase on appoint to na appoint finance minister foforo na dwumadi na hyase ekoso to fa abo se construction koso ne na mini ala kulakumu astate atoto bom ya ganjira mu se ba omi ya mana nya adwuma ye ba no kwa no se adwumadi ni koso ni nyina ya za this year a very tact and tricks azanko ti mu mama ni na ho so 600 million about in May of 2023 na nyehu there is no way o mane o mu middle class no o mu ne awie o sisi aga na ye ni middle class for o mu nya ye hiafo ani tira hu ohia wo fa bontia sisi a ohia o greet you so ti ase bibia nkoso banks emma besia bio construction enkoso to bia sori a odum bebia oko ana IMF ya boye amiegu o man no ana IMF na so aye no se aso omo de omo hu ebe for Ghana politics ma me no di IMF na anim no ase oye campaign manager for this government bibia on the back first na no hwe the mission chief no na ni gie a on na so 600 million de bre Ghana na wana mo se a o mato man na wi emwaye na honto de wo mu ahia pa o se Ghana for hye ne so ne se sisi aye ka se ye o IMF e be free mu 2025 enti question also obusa ho ne se so ye free mu 2025 a brabe ne de abrabo be bo a yen san ko IMF ne bio ozi sa de we o man ya ye musa question no in 2015 aye ko no ye musa ho sa question we say ye free mu 2017-2018 na brabe de bebo a yensan ko back to IMF eno ase e ko mu a eni ba ya ne asan de akọ eno kire so asoman na o se starting ya plan na we ya e be film 2025 no ye be ka se 2025 na ye ba ya we ni ye na atimi ama o man ni sika dodo na ya fa ho ankwanko do ma ya me bio eno na de meko plan na uru launchment dia to dwa your friend the great transformational plan I was a bohu de roma amansen nyina ati ase se o manya ye wasase yantam a ye ntumi enyusu no ye serious why na ye aduane a ansoto nipa didi miana na samasa ho o manya komodi nkofo ye wasase guo na kire se ye lazy and the plan na kire se ye di sika kakra no ato na ye begie no kwa kwhye kwiem na ya magana fo no ayekua ya ne sa wie no ye sanso akase kwia no mu no ban no ye di industries and asem fidi dwuma ba be title send ye be ya Africa Continental Free Trade man de kwa kwhye mu no ye no ban no ye betua ton na bibire mu ha na edi sika bra man no mind you be say ya ye bo free IMF yi from 2026 upwards ye be sha ase atua ubusa ho se ehemfa na ye benye skedi akwakotua sa bese obi oba be president from 2025 upwards I don't envy that person because a kati chichiri dia si wo twen nipa no wa hia obedum adu ahye wo akonfo but dia ya wo mu ne se wo mu eburu sa bese we gu wo nyina owura kofo ado nduro no tipari afiro man so finance minister ya odi nkan ya wɔne parliament here wo ya amo brafo yi ɔmo de ko bia na yeye no enduro na bi ɔmo ni hɔ ɛyɛ menu mienu ɛne yɛ ma yɛ ba bɛwo no ɛne kwa kotua ɛma owura mfi so sɛ menu ka sɛ yɛ ne external creditors wɔn ma yɛ de ɔnka ɛwɔ amanɔne no yɛ dua afi ne yɛ ayɛ agreement na krom akora no yɛ mfa nyoma serious yɛ tia finance minister ko ba bia ɔ sɛ we are reach an agreement wɔn agreement ni bi da sɛ yɛ ton yɛ si yɛ de yɛ kwa kosi awawa obie do a wɔ ka kyerɛ ono afa yi anu ahye kwa ito ba be ka kire se wakoya agreement odo man no na ya agreement anu ye diope local domestic debt amount rent fee from 2026 ye betua ne pompon so wo busa ho se ehemfa no man be nye sika samre ya ye ja external debt credit kra na ye dollar enam 11 je sia ye ntua dollar enso 11 che o say o man productivity and as production enkoso because enka production koso a abra yentua yeka e wo senka ba na ye wo dollar bibra ekushi seed no na nka ma seed no na ho de na di mu enso yentua kra da so 11 na can you imagine say statutory ever le be ho na kire se bibie wo no e so serious and that bibia me ba me ka kire say it's not about say ye kwa koto aba sesa ama obentia na so mesi aba then the question a Ghana for ni ahwefo nyina o se mubusa mo ho say nipa na so opeso bedi monim no ne plan ne wen plan be no de kire ya wo kirikire mu se me ba me ABCD ama Ghana fo ho ato ye ni sa ni o ma na chida ye bia ye koye eyezu eleza eshi erado e kombe demo bom enna wa ya for close to 32 years ene ye hu be bia ye de ya brabo efe ti mesre Ghana fo na ehu bi wo mumbusa questions me tie me nya president me nka o mo e kwa president bi wo nka ho bi enene nka ho bi la kunka ngofo papa no ye pa adwuma mo the moment the department ba be president say kimu ko ni fear security be say de wo hu kura wo hwa wo ni hia kura for the rest of the
security zone
so na wona anadwe abo be say ye friend say e kobo 10 ye tia na ya no dem da odo otimatin wona na la kula ku betra ga say sa semwe o say kabidi se bi be answer no Omada, Obu was on die, or then a girlfriend beach in rock and give me phone number. But the point is that also because some of the children almost said, Ghana for Momo in now. As a young boy, a brain, I am a focal, I just want to mention also. It's the Siako Bank of Ghana, Yafa, or Yuba Couture. Addison, the master, no, or Cholet, I know the coach. The over the better no. Is that okay? Or say yes. But also be a finance ministry. Can you follow that true no matter? Is that okay? Or say yes. It is slaves and you kuma. You never. You start to say ye man go for your what is right. And your man because it 600 never went into so. And man be a okay. Now I buy you buy. See a bro messia close to $30 billion. The issue growing was not about 13 years who are that the other also. It shows some a part of leadership problem. Any nation that fails to plan, you plan to fail. And that rocket science so. Sir, Abofrebia, ya wona, do na ya work for hospital be boa. E krobia o mani da hobia na ya wo na data ne at all. It wouldn't the number of ngofo atu kroma. Then you have failed as a country. Once I only need to do a timono, any need to do a babes round, maybe you can plan. Yet you come on and show baby, I know your wager. Yet, Trama Cobra, no more sit down and can wage than who in Asia. Now almost sit down, I wonder, because what I'll find this way one day. Was the Jotobia way down after? Yet now, Oko Assembly, via your Department of Development Control Unit. And the only kiosk be here also been there. What did Uba see that as a development control unit for no? All the Bible said, aha, zone na ya na nasa plan area no. E just over Diana. So, I yet then you to me mango focus down a CBB show. You turn you ya near will office sit down we are, you be yen shuniano. Ain't a buy now would be any moon serious. And then you will inquire successive government. Because where the way is your own buy, and then go. ye de okwabna de kotena ho a we ba also we menua no amanasi once ama nipa ba ko kwan amanasi ya obia ase bibia de ki osusi ba ko ba na
we pe na danfo beba aba se de ba na
enti de ko hwe bibia so ko bare kese the same thing ho nya ngofo esi dan be bare ensuo be na okromu anu ngofo si dan me no ana ya ma yensuo ye den ewi na uzuo wiwi ye already na ngasa kra de wa kra ntumi nto ebe kakra no you and ngasa report say by 2030 no wa hwe ya Africa o me kra nsuo na de ye na wa kra ntumi nto ne de ye kra efra ma no achie mu ye we so nyina ka na ye sorry as a social government it has some go for me o ma mo hwe o no ye si ye dua se de be ya nua ne be ba so na nka ye friend say ye tumi protect ye issue okay azomba toba agambela 2030-2040 ye tam sika pudio 35 million mungo dua nua ye ko hwa ye hu na anu ya abuja poko she lands natural musumo dua 5 million sese ba hwehwe krum ami hu be dua ba kokro o ma chiska na bi na wana mo yero enti ensure sem no de a major problem wo de oko hospital sa ya busa yare dodo ayi malaria ne sa ayi e ba yira ensure enye but ye krom one
typhoid fever
hwe mineral water mo ye mine chemicals ni bitumi di mu anti ye ku ye ho edu ahwe krom ase a kidney ne lungs ay problems no kwa na ekoso young man ye so nya kidney problem obehwe mu onom nsa ye se ade wo nom nsa na ye yi wo nya yi but nsuo na wo no enye papa yesu so nyina na nsuo a ededa ye mfikiri etumi no ma na yi saa time na ye se ye ninti ye no ena PhD fo be mu a ye kabrofo che ho ye yi ye se na niti aba ye ninti ba kokra ye kura de sai generation we ko ya se bibia ani asa so de galamsey and the Ghana water say before so betumi produce a cubic of water no e ka obebo no is o ye nsuo nyina ye de adane galamsey forest mu nya ye wura binim bebi a ye pesika ne de akontem sa ento wonto ya semwa ya semsebe
okay
na ni nyina be hia leadership defines everything ye ma obi a odwe no man no e ma medi ni na me gidi tum se sa nipa no enye obi ase ora Alan John kwado chairman
okay chairman nane ufiri se edie na ama ensuo ho ayeden e wo Greater Accra. We experienced this during under Mampinada Kufo and a Kofa Kufo gallons by. You know, say Professor Mills by on water treatment, Baba expanding double capacity, Mahama, Teshi desalination water projects. 16 years, we are back to ground zero, Nasa square zero, HSA. Baby Jina, and yes, Habijina, any think crampons, so why in their mind. I feel so. IMFC Canabano, what are your expectations?
Same, but I say, Mamifa a platform where so Namitia the good people of Ada. Namitia, your chef for Namitia John Dramani Mahama. Inshallah, the president that will be sworn in on the 7th of January 2025, about John Dramani Mahama. Same, Ubisa say 600 million Abba. Into how do I feel? Sammy, me ma won ntwe. Udi ntwe ni wie ye no. Sese ano anoma e na wo pre ho. Bank of Ghana etwa sika pudro more than 44 billion e di my MPP for Ken Oforiata odi ye hu. Na $600 million. Now, who there for the exchange rate of 12? Every is 7.2. Now, 7.2 no, kako see there who. At the same time, Sammy, contractors, we owe contractors more than 12 million. Contractors, we owe contractors more than 12 billion. IPPs, recently, almost can say they owe them more than $4.something million. Now, scan away. In the $600 million, look, we were here because we had criminals who said, Ghana. That is MPP for you. Under the leadership of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. They sat and brought out a plan. Say, yeah, baby, Ghana for. And the evidence shows. Classical example, the vice president, or the president. PDS.
No vice president.
PDS. The first criminal act. The first criminal in the history of this nation. The first criminal president, vice president Baumia. Look, I'm telling you. That's what he did.
No, you can't do
that. Look.
No,
An agreement was passed from parliament.
No.
Condition subsequent and condition president. I said it's part of it.
No.
Now PDS opposition.
PDS.
I will not stop.
You can't call the vice president a criminal.
That is what he did. That is what he did.
You are the host.
I said that is what he did.
Penny.
Penny.
You understand what you say?
And so what?
Into Kasankwala no share. Now vice president as a criminal. I mean no.
I said the first criminal
act to the vice president.
He was able to change a contract that was signed from parliament. He changed it.
Condition
president to condition subsequent. When the change it, you don't.
So that means
it's criminal.
No.
By what?
No.
It's what?
Please.
And Parliament passed a law, and I passed an agreement, and a contract. You as a vice president thought it was. So you had to change it. That's a criminal act.
No.
Yes. Then $500 and something million from United States of America. It's because of the criminals involved.
But I mean, possible time. Yeah, establish review has say. It's only competent court of jurisdiction the bit my pronounce will be guilty or not guilty. But BB. The parliament is shamra, the entire will be a case will be a criminal you'll be a wobum raso, and a wedding bonny a tiaganamra. And Rebia so yes, share any free parliament. And it's a parliament is shamra and I say ubu samran so what committed crime. And will be our committed crime, you know, is a criminal.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Parliament and a question shamra say PDS agreement and ye be condition precedent.
Yes.
And it said before you did ECG Bema, I was so the way back, also this way back, I was so way. And I will be condition subsequent. Condition subsequent, and it says, Sawoba now be a Jumani via air con the also yeni. The parliament here said before I did ECG Bema PDS, no. It was so meeting this condition, which is condition precedent. So that was a buyer. Even the middle power minister is the vice president who granted say if PDS ain't meet condition precedent now, they should allow them to operate. Now why changing the condition subsequent? It means what go against parliament regulation as now parliament share no. And it's what break parliament now and not in a binding now. It means not committing crime.
In law, even in law, you see, fraud vitiate contract. Hold on, train. Train me are now about. Me say fraud vitiate contract. This is simple. And the vice president. No, and you mean American. And Peter Mewu and Ambrose Derry. Yes, I said the contract. They've realized that fraud. It's been associated with the contract. Because bank guarantee, insurance guarantee. Mami can't tell. Making sure say hoodlums within MPP, those criminals form the PDS, and I'll tell them they are criminals. Yes, because Omkodi PDS, Omkodi electricity scanner. Who accounted in my criminals like you, you and your people. Yes, you and your people. Yes, you and your people. I don't know a member of them people. I don't remember. You are not a criminal. You are not a criminal. I said, I withdraw your criminality. I withdraw your criminality. But don't be like them.
No.
I said, don't be like them.
If you have any case,
if you have anybody
that is a criminal,
you
send it to court. If you have
evidence, PDS did.
Do you have evidence about what you are saying?
Yes.
So send it to the court. Send it to us.
We'll never go to any court. I'll never go to any court.
Evidence.
Why should you? Okay. Why should you, your people, go ahead and form special purpose vehicle? Nipa, that chairman, we are recently your friends, Akotwampa. He was the chairman for the your friends special purpose vehicle. Well, you don't have any interest on the contract. How should you sit down and decide say Obenya 10%, 5%, 6% criminals? Osema Meka, you are criminals. I'll say it. You won't come now so call for them. That's what they did to Ghana.
Okay, well, just to help you.
Help me or help me. Don't help me. Help him. Help him.
You see the referee. The referee is helping.
Don't help me. Help.
Why should help me?
Once again, my posse time no. And help now the one say he made making reference to Asema, former minister for energy.
Yes.
Said PDS deal was fraudulent.
Yes.
And I made say it was published on the Ghana web Saturday 19th October 2019. Findings on PDS fraud to be made public next week. Peter Amewu and Okaye. City News. City Newsroom.
Quoting from which news? City News.
City Newsroom. City Newsroom. City Okaye. PDS presented forged document for takeover of ECG.
Yes.
Amewu.
Yes. As a minister of.
The then minister for energy.
You know it. Say your
people
from that criminal you know you are aware. Sammy, intermediate 600 no, it's not going to solve anything. Look, as we speak, dollar. Say my brother Ekuchu 11 or say 11. Interbank, Ukop Bank of Ghana 11.65. Go to the open market. And Obenya 12.3, 12.4. As we speak, when you say Ukwa Sanska or banker, they do 3%. Do you know? Yes, in the bank. In the bank, you may do 3%.
Ukuta dollar now.
Yes. Go to the bank and see. Only do 3%. So this is the government that me at any time. Look, I've been saying, the biggest mistake Ghanaians did is to elect President Akufo-Addo to me, Emma President Nana Addo on the issue. That's the biggest mistake we've ever done. We've ever made as a nation. Internet. Yawahano. Wulaku odika. In case you check in terms of our debt today, every Ghanaian, you are owing about 24,600. I'm owing 24,600. We are all owing 24,600. Because we've given this nation to a reckless driver with another reckless mate who don't know how to manage this economy to where we are. And say on this earth, you tell me, say, domestic debt exchange, and it because we are saying no, we've passed through COVID. Then upon COVID they hit here, Ivory Coast, COVID Togo, Burkina Faso, COVID alcohol. At the same time, pensioners. Last as I speak to you, 2022 up to 2023, we've never paid even one peso of a year interest payment. Yentia about 52 billion. Yentia one cedi last year up to today. And sorry, you are telling us you are 600. Say, we are going to do this. We are going to do that. You can't do anything with 600 million, 7.2 billion. Can oferata nisika odino odiyeno enunye. Can oferata pe or no pe ni bank your friend saying data bank. Doing a transaction, being a transaction advisor, and 1 million can offer at any bank, no pay. So when I tell you, say this is a well orchestrated, say more bad the Ghana for Sikano. I mean it. What can be about water? But always I will say, they can say the infrastructure a war John Daman Mama Nichimo. If Nanado had it, Obenya stroke. Yes. in terms of infrastructure, I was John Dramani Mahama and the team. Said Nanado walk quarter, Obenya stroke. Look, the brain will burst. He doesn't have it. Let's come to water. Water, look, John Dramani Mahama Airco in 2016, the national average coverage was 85%. And I can give you investment in terms of water supply. And you MPP, tell me what you've done in terms of water supply. One, let me give you a class. One, NDC, in some water supply project, 1.7 million gallon a day. As a chair water project phase 1.
What is the source of your document?
Please find out.
Find out from where?
I said find out.
Where should I find out? Tell me.
That is what I'm telling you.
Tell me. Give us so that we also can go and check.
Okay. If you like, take your phone and just go and find out water project based
go for us. Give us the link. Give us the link.
I'm giving. Okay, it's here. Because laku the upami the bema enne.
Na solo the upama no.
Oh, Mama achieved 85% water coverage. That is no. With
85% coverage.
Yes. Is there? 1.7 million gallon daily. As a chair water supply project phase 2, 3.2 million gallons a day. 5-town water supply project. Chebi, baby, President Akufo-Addo Ifeno. Once a President Akufo-Addo Obedi, foreign minister, Obedi say no. The people of Chebi, by then they had water problem. John Dramani Mahama, despite all one vote, offer no. Into no, making sure say the project is being distributed equally for everybody. Into Chebi, President Tanado Nifie. Or man show so own so because water is life. And a man say and can't say before and vote to my year mom show because the vision of John Dramani Mahama say once I air national projects in there, I'll share it equally. Into before any that's the 5-town water supply project. Chebi Osinase any name a Pedua and a Kwaben 1.5 million gallons a day project. Kumasi water supply project. Barakesi expansion 6 million gallons a day and Asante Mampong water supply project 1.6 million gallons a day again John Dramani Mahama 25.4 million gallons a day to the water stock Kwewu Reach water supply project 3.5 million gallons now so about the amount Kumewu water supply project 3.6 million gallons water Konongo water supply project 3.5 million gallons of water a day. Akimodan Ekwitia Winneba water supply project 3.4 billion gallons of water a day.
So what
you tell me what listen, now
okay.
This is the handiwork of John Dramani. Listen, we can go and find out. These are the job of John
so you don't have it.
At any given time, John Dramani or making sure say at least in Sobeko Bibia. Now, so we have a chairman who belongs to the stock of MPP. Your friend won't to me. Akunta mining. All mining or ye galamse. Now, so President Akufo-Addo say on your galamse biada.
Then I want to be doing them.
They can't sue us. Now, galamse.
Uniana solo say and then shorty because of galamse or make
He's the galamse kingpin. I know to be on their partnership or galamse. Who don't know I want to or galamse? When any look, a mineral commission a letter by say Akunta mining for galamse. Menanica. And then a mineral commission edit a communicating a buy. And look, MPP for the per se anymore. MPP under the leadership of President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. The per se and about me. Per se because share a Juma John Dramani Mahama in terms of our water supply and our water covering. na so mu de mu buy no galamsey na mu di say mo ye den
se Ghana for we
mo ye den me say mo ye den kan me say mo ye den kan mo ye den even mo kwa commission your friend say Kumasi airport phase 2 when e start here handiwork of John Dramani Mahama
na Ghana na nkasa Kumasi say ameto aso one and shabi biasi wa Ghana ye Ghana
inte wo de
opportunity be ba also be kan de wa into we
ni ye di 2 minimum no wo de ye den eno ya Ghana for person mum say ye di 2 minimum no wo lakulako no party for no mo de ye den
eno na wo di ko bayi
de wa
na so bia wo di ko
me kwada during the time of John Dramani Mahama NDC time say me kwada 320 Ghana cedis
na ye ko le
as you speak today 850. What I tell you?
You are feeling your tank 850.
Yes.
You are expecting say and then enter 300 this
now President you are the most
deceitful. You have enjoyed your birthday for 7 years.
Look, you are the most deceitful government ever on earth. You MP before. You are very, very, very deceitful. President Akufo-Addo Urban. Then no country. One country is said so Oba beti petrol so.
Now one hold on. One
we almost said that's a move back.
But you should know the Which one? Those who are watching us know that we are doing well. They know I'm not going to tell you. They know.
Which one? Mention one. Which one?
Nene. Your time is up. Lakulaku is not a time yet. Okay. You were making reference. You were making reference. Your publication is September 7, 2022.
85%
or say Mahama achieved 85% water coverage.
Of what?
And this is a story. They know kind of say in terms of water supply, Mahama's government also added a total of 40 million gallons of water a day to the national stock through the following project. In Sawam Water Supply Project, said the Okan, 1.7 million gallons a day. Esichiri Water Supply Project, phase 2. Esachi. 3.2 million gallons a day. 5 towns water supply project. Chebi, Asinase, and Yinem, Abidja, and Fabeng. 1.5 million gallons a day. Kumasi Water Supply Project, Barakesi Expansion, 6 million gallons a day, and Asante Mampong Water Project, 1.6 million gallons a day. He again completed work on the following project, which added 25.4 million gallons a day to the water stock. Wawu Rage Water Supply Project, 3.5 million gallons of water a day. Mawu Water Supply Project, 3.6 million gallons of water a day. Konongo Water Supply Project, 3.5 million gallons of water a day. Achimoda Akwetia Weniba Water Supply Project, 10.4 million gallons of water a day. Wa Water Supply Project, 3.3 million gallons of water a day. North Town, Meba. North Town and Adakulu. Anyigbe Water Supply Scheme, 1.1 million gallons of water a day. Interconnection of Sechere, Heman Water Treatment Plant to the Brimso Water Treatment Plant. Interconnection of Sechere, Heman Water Treatment Plant to the secondary water supply system and Abuazi Thermal Plant. Additional works for Kumasi Water Expansion Project and $170 million urban water project to rehabilitate 20 water supply systems in 8 regions. So it has been published, and I tell you, more published a year where September 7, 2022. This is more published. Anyway, Chamala Kulaku.
You know better than all of us.
How?
So far as what you you know you are Google Akufo-Addo.
Okay. Akufo-Addo water project.
Hold on. Chamalaku is your time, so let me start your time. Okay, Chamalaku.
Water supply with there.
Program here, fast check.
don't have any good check.
Meba. Oh no, or Casamani party. I know the party aye. Ena wo pa dance here. Ena makopa dance and the no kind. And Chamala Kulaku is incumbent on you to tell us what Nana Akufo-Addo Bawumia government has done for the past 7 years.
The Ghanaians who are watching, when it comes to water project, maybe area grano, you be a pipe once in a week, and it's not today. In all over the crowd for years, we know water problem that disturbs. When you are talking of water, Obianu say the whole Ghana no, yenyan so aeba yoda areas be on man so no omunya fine, but areas be because of project now that's me bisa water manager ni opie so no o catch him say omu service omu problem, and you know say for long years you know as a pipe the lay pipe no omu change the pipes sometimes be so no brown, so they need to do maintenance. Into maintenance no nti omu tumi nya no say na twa so nya no so omu bie ti say adenta omu tie omu fi adenta omu no say e be Monday ye bie some areas, Tuesday area bi nti wo bibia obebu nso na na wabu dia se o a obe manage. So nobody will tell you say nso flow since mama time, since Kufuor time, since say still Chamala, we are still in it. You can tell me say Omampeni Kufuor by and Omampeni Nanado.
Chamala, you see, men set a question for yourself. And
no, I'm answering you. No, I'm answering you.
Mentina Hanka say Omampeni Kufuor by one you, and now say Kufuor by one you. As my mechanic say, under Omampeni Kufuor, yet there was a water shortage, and the cover the name Kufuor gallon at the buyer. Omampeni Kufuor na kofa eye aqua vit.
Kufuor basu nso e ba
we are not talking about Kufuor.
We are not talking about gallon there man Kufuor gallon water. Na basu nso e dey na ni ba.
Omampeni Kufuor on record and the aqua vitting company at the buy MPP. You remember say Meboa Ghana Water Company na omomama entimi nsumi for 8 good years. There was water shortage. Omampeni Atama is taking over 2009 and omukọ on water treatment plant and omo double production. First time in the history of Ghana, yeni think Rambedia dance here, dental in Potemu, Legon, in show for Motab Masarbuchi. Mahama Subaye no, we win him in our media, young fat Accra Hankwampo. Mahama Suban also called Tishi desalination water treatment, and Okofa pursue, and an any rotation in Guayan shoe, and these are the notable water projector, investmenter, Mahama, Melts or Muye, or the young Fagana hanging and pa or Muye. Now, there may be someone say, Mimi. Mintiminka on record say President Kufuor ba onyeshi. But you tell me, said you nene actually the party I know. Tell me or tell us for the past 7 years, the MPP government led by Omampeni Kufuor and Dr. Muhammad Bawumia are here in terms of water investment in Greater Accra, in Ghana. This is the question.
Yes, unto now can you dibisa, but there are certain things now bizarre. That's all I say. Without the factor, but I want to let you know, say, since when you have what to me share MPP are buying, say, we share good works are MPP are buying, we project or project are you. You know,
okay.
You know, say, ya Juma baby, ya so Juma, Kane, Yabeka say, Akufo-Addo gallons, but Akufo-Addo gallon, baby, there's a zone flow for people. Akufo-Addo gallon ni baby. There is no anywhere where you say Kanima, where you say people are enjoying.
Kamala me pato mo fa camera to screen so we any your flyer and yeah.
Amen. I'm sending me flyer. Who frame me? Who frame me?
Don't worry.
We
will get it. We will get it.
This is me. Oh, that's good.
Chamala Kulaku.
You send me.
They say when Dr. Muhammad Bawumia said about digitalization. So issues about digital platform in the you can say it, but the truth to be out. This topic me send at the bar and they discussing it. Number one, NPP government has created 2.1 million jobs. Bawumia. Number two, water shortage hit Accra. hit part of Accra, water shortage. Yeah, I can say about discuss it, MPP water infrastructure or NDC infrastructure. Say, water shortage hit part of Accra. Number 3, IMF approves $600 million loans for Ghana. This is the topic I'm sending out. What's the time I'm sending at the amount? No. This is a matter of, we are talking about credibility, Chamalakulaku, and then Anopay. Pacho any as at 10:35 a.m. No. That's the year that I'm sending out. Way by time any. And I pay 11:35 a.m. and I'm Sunday a year flyer at the mouth and a ticket blue we share. What's up a ticket blue at and 11:35 a.m. And I'm Sunday me sending the mouth Chamalakulaku.
Because I'm on the
sending this flyer.
So by the time I'm here and then I swear shit. I'm disappointed.
The question I can say Ben I'm sending out now is like me the mao last minute. I just me the mao 9.5 hours.
And now about, but me who me person me disappoint too. Yes. Me by the time I'm catching. You see me fine. You go num there.
Coffee. And me frail. Because I know so Tuesday over show no so. So who took kwanya Obama money. So when you available Obama money. And once you go to and I'm sending them out. Time
Mami come and say solo ni ami kan ni ni but who person me research na me to find out that previous day for mama and son na tell me also feel na me up and down and last commission
police they use me to greater Accra
so yes
for the past 7 years there na MPP aban here e greater Accra in terms of water a
lot so you can't get everything it was on say
back here there
so flow one was a man for so water shortage one was a gallon bin
and here the obeto here e there no dey abeka ho
bebre kwa
ebi ni say
kwan ya won kan enzu dabi mi bisa kwan ya du hu
kwan ni slow
dabi
can't me ba
na kwan nya omo solo no mu a onu otu a wa ohwe menimi ni ka ne se ka atosho se kwan nya obekasa
se ye tema motorway 1,000 lanes how does that fit
and yet tema motorway
about question we are not talking about road infrastructure. We are talking about water investment or water infrastructure.
No, what are they saying?
And our customer here, Kwanabisa say.
Say, oh,
okay.
Maybe so. Maybe so. What are shorter? So what are shorter? Kabe say, a man for Namo Untagalo, Eddie Bar Salam down. Nima for Bonze, Nima mo before Babe Pensuo. You don't see it. You're not
when you are saying you are shorty.
What does it?
Okay.
It is water. You are that a Juma baby. We can't sit here and talk because they've been a Soldier Mamino, President Akufo-Addo commissioned 11.5 million water supply project after that. No.
Yes, phase 3. That is phase 3.
Kasamuna mo phase 1. Phase 1. Iti kayan jani sa. Ye bibi pe mo banya biaka. Kase bibi a be mo banya biaka.
Adaku phase 3.
You see, sometimes I don't blame. Because there is no way in Kwabe there. What I say? I cry them fair. Me can say, Unto Ubetra, Missel, a project a Juma Panso. You know, you'll be doing more research than me. Unim, but they are now Udi some Aidim neighbor. What I say? Let's look at the good work the government is doing.
You penny say, Pompo, any compo, SFR. But I want me fa pompo drone kosa kompo. I want me fa kompo do some mesa pompo. Ye wo Nana Akufo-Addo aban ye ni ministries kura no several ministries. We cannot discuss everything in the government. Anything and they say discuss it there. $600 million. And on economy, no, the whole economy they discuss you. We are discussing $600 million in Abano. We are discussing water shortage in Accra. That's the topic I said. And you should not expect me say me eka water shortage in Accra no. Me nkofa no more of rules wa MPP aban ba ye omo ye kofo ba. That is not.
And I'm just
saying the water shortage in terms of water.
What are the enemy say water shortage ya okay. It's all over the place. And me who yeah can water shortage before. Come on say ni man for and na masalam down omu ba reach na gallons omu be pensuo or residential no munyan so see omo no. But ye won't be. So at least it's normal. I mean, because maintenance air cost. Me frère papa no besides the last time mo be so no. Emma just pressure no eswa. O see I omu ye ho adwuma. It's true for 3 weeks. Last week omu be so no pressure no okay. Instead me feeling me tank. Others a week no mo be. Instead be na feeling me tank. Menya be a good tank no. Into so dum say enya ho kwa because ever supply before. Now say the whole Accra so a flow. So you know, people pay water bill. There are people almost illegal.
Chamala, maybe in case you care to know, this is Ghana Water Company Limited. I say Ghana Water Company Limited attribute water shortage in Accra to population surge. The MD, our Ghana Water Company, I say the Ghana Water Company Limited has attributed the water crisis in the Greater Accra region to the population growth in the capital city. The managing director of Ghana Water Company, Dr. Clifford Brymer, expressed concerns that the increasing population in Accra has exceeded the capacity of water company. Concerns have been raised by residents in different parts of Accra, such as Adenta, Kasua, Weja, Apapa, Inla, regarding irregular water supply affecting their community. And the Ghana Water Company said, population, no, abedos ubuzam say we population no outgrow the year can say the supply. So the question is, like Professor Mills say inherit shortage. We no able still for water treatment. Say the bear ibinya more water. Mahama sukraba and the make say fishing in the area and now also so more problem of fixing honum. Wo 7 years in here. They say topic now is water shortage. You're limiting it to only Accra. What have you done? Population need grow no. Then also why you making sure say the production will meet demand.
Let me tell you something. Late 70s in Adabraka, when the population was not like this. Injini said, why you got a race that?
Got a race?
Yes.
You know the clock right?
You don't know.
Got a race.
Thank you. In Accra, the water flow in the gutters. Clean water. You can even put a cup and drink it. So you must know generation after generation. When Nkrumah was as a president, the population is very little. That's why Nkrumah, because of his generational thinker, he has everything excess. Everything that he do, he have excess because in the future the generation will grow. Yes. So it has excess.
But this government don't think about
No, let me go. I'm not talking this matter. So if you look at that generation and you look at today's generation, you go in a house, maybe in one room, there are 5 people or 10. Everybody will bath. It is true. It says they say MD na ekasa, me nso me di ma adwin na eka aboa MD say ye bibi expanding water shortage.
Okay, Tabalaku. First Tabalaku. We see so first room I rent here na
first room.
I just want to learn something. We see so I was say high down no. That man I rent here was a single room.
Me high down me see down.
We see down.
Because apart from
okay, apart from Ebra now we are
your current minimum brother be what your current you all be your from there in there me see some 2 bedrooms free or no.
This year baby I want what how many bedrooms?
6 bedrooms.
6 bedrooms. Ebra now 2 bedrooms so now you know ma
no me worry
now worry
ghetto boy
but I say what 6 bedroom o na you know ma na wom
yes
adenti na 2 bedroom no when Timmy accommodate and as one thing one worry or manyina, one woman or 2 bedroom minimum, or build these 6 bedrooms.
Because me a generational thinker. And they say me count. Maybe I'm a first time no, let me rent it. but I need to have my own.
Okay. We are generational thinker and think
yes. We are
generational thinker and to thinking will say
it.
No.
Say Obe can Obe Woma and the 2-bedroom require rent and any enough. So you need to get a place a bit me accommodity where you know many and say what 6 bedrooms are. Me assure so be fear and will be our one and yes, sir.
Say to so be in privacy.
Say why inherit a buying or mine. Now, Obai and there's no water shortage. But when you say they said they okay, yeah, nipa air Dawson. Nipa Dawson, now water demand.
Yeah, who cannot hear? It's some pipeline. They are doing it. I don't have the answer for you. I don't have the answer for you.
So how do you know say they are doing it?
Of course I know, because if the MD himself have telling you, and the MD is one of the competent people I know. I have worked with him as a regional secretary. He's been a competent person. That's why he was telling you because of the population growth. And now,
secretary. Project no Accra. Water project.
He's a doctor. He's a very knowledgeable guy. You love him when you meet him. I know. Let me tell you, Unto, Niami can say. Definitely do things say MD ni beba be can say we are omun fan shishe bi anto. So and I'm just a new
yes, say it, President Nanado.
I can't say it. I know that MD is a generational thinker.
Yes,
so they are
Nanado
thinking of
not.
Why? If Nanado appoint the MD, what are you telling me?
Nanado is not. If Nanado is a generation thinker,
and then a man
your friend saying, ni brother no, can shouldn't be there.
If the MD or a generational thinker, a dear more a generation thinker when what say our population outgrow the water demand.
It's the MD. Or a one person. And on sooner Natabano, baby. In the Ghana, in the greater crowd, the whole Ghana is the MD of water. So it can't be everywhere. As the president is the president of the country, no, president cannot be anywhere. On also the position I'm on for. Into now you're in charge of Ada.
Yes.
Into me I'm think I'm never briefing what is happening in Ada.
Yes.
So the MD no, on also here on money.
Okay.
It is all right. Uber the energy sector. Uber the energy sector.
Yeah, can water. Let's focus on water.
John Dramani Mahama.
We are talking of water.
Or energy mo. Into you have.
Mami can wrap up. Say, brother, tell the MP man that over here in second D Takra, some people bath in 2 to 3 days due to shortage of water. This is Charles from Takrade no Diabra. Hello, good evening. I say, this is Nana Kwame from Adabra. Say, I don't know if Chairman doesn't know what he's saying because water is not flowing as at 3 p.m. today. We say, I'm earnest. We say, I'm earnest. They are spending much money on Laku for nothing because he is not thinking about Ghana, but his useless MPP and his pocket. Invite him. Okay. We say good evening, Samuel Huntor. My name is Rachacha from Yape in the Gonja Central Gonja. I say I always Laku is not prepared. He will come prepared because MPP government led by Nana Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia have done nothing. They always come around and make noise. We say good evening, Efo Same. I say Laku has nothing to say and he has deviated from the topic. Shame on you, Laku. We say, Hunter, please, anytime you want to bring a communicator, bring someone who understands simple English. Papa. Was it words who can express words and it's understanding just the word criminal. Yeah, word criminal. Was it see how difficult Laku is struggling? Agbeku, Edifraka Newtown. We say, good evening, brother Hunter. Tell the MPP man that over here, in secondary Takrade, secondary, people carry gallons every day or call Abobo Yard riders and pay them to fetch water for them. Tell elephant and butterfly men that JDM is winning straight away. Yenya Charles Edifrita Krade. And what say, Hunter, if you don't stop exposing Laku, he changed his WhatsApp settings to untick when read. You say, good evening, Sammy. I'm Ni Lante from A. James. I say, Chairman Laku is truthful, but he should understand that Nana Akufo-Addo hasn't done anything for the nation. We say, good evening. It's a good evening. Tell Laku Laku we have no water for 2 weeks now at Pukwase Amanfrom, so he should stop lying. Men's Eddie Pukwase no diabre. Whereas Laku Laku, you are the only person I respect in the MPP party, so respect yourself and let him make his point. Why? Felix Eddie Free, I am not alakule no diabre. Whereas I have never seen a Muslim man who is a liar than the MPP man. Tell us what your party has done. You cannot tell us. Yenya Faisa Mutaro say, it's sad to admit that we have such a dangerous and corrupt government, Baumia and Akufo-Addo. Huntor, the killing of innocent Ghanaians in Boko, it is not Akufo-Addo who touted himself. Is it not Akufo-Addo touted himself of being the sole person that brought peace in Dagbon? Jad work that successive government like President Kufuor, His Excellency Atamil John Dramani Mahama, His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Setutu, and other very key citizens of the country. If Akufo-Addo so claimed to have brought peace in Dagbon, he should prove it at Boko, criminal leaders of MPP. Was it Mr. Host, my greeting to you and your panel. I say, please, Mr. Laku Laku, please do not misbehave like one of your communication officers who was here yesterday. I like the show and how you are. Thanks, Kwame. At the Fribema company. About hello, good evening, Huntor. Please ask Laku Laku, was he in Ghana when Eslowusu stood on a campaign platform to call President Mahama Julo, criminal, hypocrite? I say, hi, good evening. My regards to your panelists. I say, Mr. Same, why allow the MPP man interfere with the fact being spoken to about the vice president? He is a criminal and a liar. They will face the music after their term in office. We say, Brasame, good evening to you. Please tell the MPP man that we are suffering. Good evening, Mr. Host. I give Mr. Laku Laku a message to greet you. Seidu, Edith Ribama Company. Yeah. Okay. We say, good. Mr. Huntor, good evening. What did the MPP man defending? What the MPP man defending? I say, I feel bad for this MPP guy. He should continue on that till election. They shouldn't try to say they are going to use us to rig the election. We, the soldiers, are waiting for them. Samuel Huntor, a straight bullet pat to your head. We say, Huntor, good evening. I say, they say Kama does not discriminate. Akufo-Addo was on Twitter, now X, that no water, no job, no electricity, and no World Cup victory. His assessment of the situation at the time has now come back to haunt him. As Ghanaians face similar worse economic troubles as the Black Stars start the AFCON tournament on a bad note, Akufo-Addo is the problem of this Ghana. Last one. We say, as for Black Stars, if care is not taken, Ghanaians will demonstrate against them. Okay. 2 minutes. Solo.
I said, Wakuma told you. I told her how to change Anna Meso and a man so a change. No crow woman say, a babiano, and she was a be intimate tackle. You're not a neck as a 3.1. I said, 4.1. We said, we said, the Gayan you. The woman in Anna said, a figure said the dad and Kofu.
Solo, Shadi Obiacho, Solo is now making sense because he's no more in MPP.
Oh, yes. I figure, me, I get back up me free school, we say. You call a PT prize giving, PT, I was in your pass mark of 98%. Pass mark of 98%. One day, I'm a proprietors is a pass mark of 90%, raw figures. No, coffee bad. I'm saying, I won't say, you never do say, you 6 when one of me free. 85% of the you go for the groom, then it tells you. Anything fun, no clear. and chichiro man. Now you're hiding behind figures. No be am fan. Now me we cry. Why me an cut topic 2.1 million.
Yeah. You be different come on next week.
A very serious statement.
Yeah.
A indicted Senate, a indicted controller and accountant general department, a indicted a lot of institutions. Vice President, the more deacon or manonko. I fear you, the work Ghana for no, and this be a brother, and yes, our concept to be oh. No, I can't. Wow, God, what if you're young man? What created 2.1 Gabana and maybe young man? Senate records so HSA a deeper 1.8 per the share contribution. I buy was for the last 7 years. What created 2.1? That's all by over 2 city per year form. About the side, then a Senate contributors, you know, and you bear 4 million. That's a waffle depend on just that's a buy a criminal.
And they are.
Oh, for a bank as a controller Catalina, payrolls, yes, in the public sector payrolls, and yes, 688,000, and then I was what created 2.1 and reflect to controller, and that's what you're more tabletop. Well, some throw here, and I'm not beating go for no, or muting yet, movement for change, you need down some wall.
Okay.
You go for.
Nene.
Yeah, I say this one need to go to Ajas Bukana.
Who's Ajas Bukana?
Enye Baumia.
Also going.
Enye only Ajas Bukana.
Maybe a day.
Or ye Nigeria or ye concert.
Papa Ajas school.
More than Papa Ajas school. Now we your friend Ajas Bukana. So that time Kuma time no. Say ye 6 match on last person. Ni sini ne tutu. Into Obana will be na say na Nkrumah Sri. Run with 3 bi. Ajas Bukana or no or the Baumia. Because an inquiry war no. This man called Baumia failed to speak it. Sammy, no Ghana Statistical Service for report. Say Ghana 2022 any inequality in the public sector 2022. Or say as at 2022, the government of Ghana employs about 688,000 persons, with over 1/3, 34.8% of the employees in the Ashanti region, 18.2%, and Greater Accra, 16.5%. This American, this Ghana Statistical Service, into only the 2.1 million.
Okay.
Sa concert o year 7 years no. Sa concert no here dwarf fear dwarf for one. Yen nkonya wo because omo ankasa omo yi nkonya enti Ajas Bukana no se se ade on tran ho se se on no the leader of MPP enti so the figures the big banner
tabala
ni am pese me kan se onto
Osman wi am
pese ye politician sebi ye penny for no dey me onto since me starting communication for years I've never speak any name like Senator Kambukano to anybody.
Look, Baumia called a vice president, president Mahama, said incompetent. The word incompetent,
so
how do you feel? I'll use it on him. He's Ajas Bukana. Why shouldn't I tell him Ajas Bukana?
You have a nice white beard.
He's a concert vice president.
Watching you,
he's a concert. He's a concert. He's a comedian.
So,
let me tell you.
And share Kasamu.
Say a comedian. He's Ajas Bukana. Take it.
In the name.
Me say Ajas Bukana. Comedian. Say a profession. Comedy. Be profession.
Me say he's Ajas Bukana. Accept it.
Vice president. Who city vice president?
Look, a whole president. Who friend that? Professor Doolittle. Accept it. Professor Doolittle.
Yes,
Who vice president?
President Nado Nikoko ni Atamo. President Nado.
Original TV, Ghana ye Dini. Many dance
na enton benso e na abo na wenum a wunim ntiro na wie na me no begzi ani je nsam ne de ene Ghana ensam na je ba bia ne nyina ye bedu krumu ne de ho nkomo sabre me pesa wo kame ho na ye de yen abra bodwumedie e hyehyɛ so
de bema wo yere na wasan so wo mpana na o ka so do mo mienu nyina me hu so ekohwini efisa akoma na ye baako wontumi mfa no mienu sa
oba na de na okeka ne sa no ye nananom na omo ware ema bebre wo fie asumdue wo fie no na no de na okan so omo ya na kohwesem ene de na me ya tetemre mo tetemre ne de he tetemre no ene mo ne na me ya tetemre mo
ema se ye hie mu na se ye bonkomo a ye kan sempi ensem ne bi wo ho a na ye ma ne din
se oba to bema odo ni free na akoma mu na odo nso ni bibia e woni mu se esesa okotin doctor no ko siasa ne ye boduku oba ya
no oba winning baby oba bi eton ajapade nyina ede mani kunu se de be ya efie be ye de e kire no bema ne na busuafo eye oba na yakayaka de de ne fa wo hemmo oba na ntimi anso ano ode ko wo
ema e wo se ye do ye hu esanse ye hu ene ye ma eno ko ane ade a aka eno nti no de wo se hu se ye manom ayire no mpo empepi no ye na entawanta wo kakra e wo ye ni omu ntem na wo se hu se ye manom yire no monso no omu ye ma asemo
sani abri bia yet no the future is female the future is female the future is now ema yesu ye mreni o emreni no kra ema ye mreni eno nti na original television akofa dwumedie aba a yato ne din se ema monsom eho ena ema ye bedi nkomo ye nkata bibia so ye beda bibia edi pefe enti me de bia every 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. me afia papa bi me na me ye wo chia me ba na ye tie mo ka se ema monsom na waje so se
yesom papa bi
ema monsom
yesom papa bi
enti shey
say the Equiafo TV eni hobiem abedane ai original TV nenso odaswa ehu no eye Equiafo e TV ne so a mama che okwan abefa so a ubenya no original de de kan ko menu remote control no so de tosum ye no ko settings ofi ho a ne ko eye auto tuning remote control na aso se ebe wi a mia exit ufi editor na ubehu eye original TV ewo ehonum ponso na bomodia emia okay afei original TV na abeka ewo screen so bomodia tena se na enjoy niema bebra yewo edema ho